Were you always abstract in the sense of like very competent, studying your stuff, and then looking in the future?
Yes.
Like when I was in school, I didn't really pay attention. However, I would do, the numbers in my head and whatnot, and then fail the test because I didn't want to finish the last part of it. But what was
Did you get distracted?
It was like I was never in it, if that makes sense. I was never in the game to get distracted. But yeah, what was I'm curious.
I took exams from the back forward. So the test was 60 questions.
Okay.
I looked at the first two. If they got on my nerves, I went to 60.
Interesting.
And I worked backwards. And I felt like I gained more energy by starting at the end of the test and working my way back to number one, because the first two questions put me in a bad state. Like I didn't know them. The answer.
Yeah. So
I thought, you know what? Don't start off on a bad foot. Don't start on a negative feeling. Go back, jump to 60, Val, and then see if you like that question. So maybe that question was like, I know that answer, and I went right to the multiple choice and circled it. Now I had good energy about it. I think that's what happens with the normal consumer, too. They go into a house, they go into a furniture store, they go into a restaurant. There's just a bad feeling right when they enter, or they start. You pull up to a house, you're like, oh, I don't like that color. They don't say it. But in their mind is already telling them, don't get out of the car, don't go in, don't waste your time. So there's these things that pull people in another direction. They try to fake it and act like they like it. They walk through the open house. What do you think of it? And then the realtor babbles on. It has an in-ground pool and it has a new heater. And, meanwhile, instead of saying, is this your type of layout? Do you like this floor plan? What did you think of the front of it when you pulled up?
Interesting.
If the buyer says, well, I wasn't that crazy about it, then you just say to the client, you know what, maybe if this house isn't for you, why don't we sit over here I have my laptop and I have some other homes. What does this one, do you like this one?